What if one man woke up one day and declared that all gods his civilization had worshipped for over 2,000 years were false? What if he ordered the closure of thousands of temples, the destruction of countless statues, and the erasure of the names of old gods from every monument? And what if this man wasn't a rebel or a prophet, but the Pharaoh of ancient Egypt, the living God on earth? This is not fiction. This is not a biblical story. This actually happened more than 3,300 years ago. Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this video we are going to uncover one of the most radical and shocking revolutions in human spiritual history. The story of the world's first known monotheist. To understand just how revolutionary this story is, we first need to understand the world Akhenaten was born into. For more than 2,000 years, ancient Egypt had one of the most complex and stable religious systems in human history. They worshipped hundreds of gods: Ra the sun god, Amun the hidden one, Isis the mother, Osiris the king of the afterlife, and many more. The pharaoh himself was considered a living god, the son of Ra, maintaining cosmic order known as Ma'at. Religion wasn't just belief. It was the very foundation of Egyptian civilization. But in the year 1353 BC, a young prince named Amenhotep IV ascended the throne. At first, everything seemed normal. But then, he began to change. For the first few years of his reign, Amenhotep IV ruled like any other pharaoh. He built temples to the traditional gods and followed the old ways. But something inside him was changing. In the 5th year of his reign, he made a decision that would shock the entire kingdom. He changed his own name from Amenhotep, meaning Amun is satisfied, to Akhenaten, meaning effective for the Aten. He declared that the Aten, the visible disk of the sun, was not just a god, but the only true God. What followed was one of the most radical, religious experiments in human history. What followed was nothing short of a religious revolution. Akhenaten ordered the closure of temples dedicated to the old gods. The powerful priesthood of Amun was stripped of its wealth and influence. He moved the capital from Thebes to a brand new city in the desert, which he called Akhenaten, the horizon of the Aten. There, he and his wife Nefertiti, one of the most beautiful and influential women in ancient history, lived with their 6 daughters. Nefertiti was not just a queen in name. She stood beside her husband as an almost equal partner in this radical new faith. She was frequently shown performing religious rituals, making offerings to the Aten, and even wearing the pharaonic crown. For the first time in Egyptian art, the royal family was depicted with remarkable intimacy. Kissing, playing with their children, basking together in the rays of the sun disk. The art became softer, more naturalistic, more human. It was a revolutionary vision. One God, one royal family bathed in light, and a new way of seeing the divine. But this revolution had a dark side. As Akhenaten became more obsessed with the Aten, he grew increasingly intolerant of the old gods. He sent workers across the country to chisel out the names of Amun and other deities from temples and monuments. The once mighty priesthood was left powerless and humiliated. Many ordinary Egyptians were confused and frightened. For them, the old gods had protected their families, ensured good harvests, and offered hope for the afterlife for generations. Now their pharaoh was telling them that everything they believed was false. Meanwhile, in the new capital Akhenaten, Akhenaten and Nefertiti lived in apparent bliss, surrounded by art and light. But outside the palace walls, the empire was beginning to crumble. Temples fell into disrepair. Foreign enemies on the borders sensed Egypt's weakness and launched attacks. Trade routes were neglected. The economy suffered. And internal discontent grew stronger with every passing year. The revolution that began with light was starting to cast long and dangerous shadows. The revolution did not survive Akhenaten for long. After his death, the old priesthood and traditionalists quickly seized power. His young son, originally named Tutankhamun, living image of the Aten, became pharaoh at just 8 or 9 years old. Under heavy pressure from the powerful advisors and the restored priesthood of Amun, the boy king soon changed his name to Tutankhamun, living image of Amun. The reversal was swift and complete. The capital moved back to Thebes. The temples of the old gods were reopened and lavishly restored. The magnificent city of Akhenaten was abandoned and left to be swallowed by the desert sands. Within a few years, Akhenaten's name, Nefertiti's, and most of their family were systematically chiseled out from monuments and erased from official king lists. Egyptian scribes later referred to Akhenaten only as the enemy, or that criminal of Akhenaten. And yet, despite this attempt to erase him from history, Akhenaten's ideas would echo through time. Some scholars believe his radical monotheism may have influenced later religious thought in the region, possibly even reaching the early Hebrews. Whether he was a visionary, a tyrant, or both, Akhenaten remains one of the most fascinating and mysterious figures in human spiritual history. Thank you for watching this journey into one of history's greatest religious revolutions. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, so you don't miss future episodes. In the next video, we will explore something even darker, the disturbing practice of human sacrifice in ancient religions around the world. See you in the next one.